Tesla is generous. For example, for the supercharging and all the toll fees, during this overnight test drive, Tesla is going to cover all the expenses. Hi guys, today I am on the road to Tesla. The nearest Tesla from where I live is in Taichung City, which is the central part of Taiwan. And the reason I'm going there is I'm going to test the latest Model 3 refresh version, which is only made available in Taiwan this year, 2024. And they started to release the vehicles in June. And actually, I have already placed an order for the refresh version Model 3. I am going to trade in my 2020 Model 3 Standard Range Plus version. And then maybe you are wondering, why am I going there again if I have already made up my mind, and also I have placed the order on Tesla's system? Well, the reason being that I asked the Tesla representative, I wanted to test it out, the EAP, Enhanced Autopilot functionality, because I've heard it's making a lot of improvements. I heard it is making leaps and bounds in the progress, particularly in the auto parking function. I just want to give it a try, and also I'm really heavily relied on the AP autopilot function. But every time you change your lane, then you need to exit the AP mode, and then you need to reactivate it again, which is fine. It already become my second instinct, but somehow it's still troublesome, right? So I'm just wondering if the EAP now is good enough. Then I will consider upgrading it as my vehicle arrives. And by the way, my car will be here by the end of July or early August. I think my car is already on a ship and on the way to Taiwan. So I'm gonna be there to try it out. And I think Tesla Taiwan is generous to offer a test drive options, which is they call the overnight test drive, which means I can take the vehicle by maybe today 6 p.m. and then I can return the vehicle by early morning of the next day, which is around 10 a.m. right? And so you given enough time to test out all the functionalities and to see if it is worth it. And basically I have done my homework, and there are a lot of new things that we need to get used to. For example, there are no stalks, and turning lights are becoming buttons, and there's no like auto stock for gear changes and so on. Of course, there are some other improvements, like in the noise isolation and how the car feels. It is more comfortable in the cushioning and the driving conditions and so on. This is the exterior look of the latest refreshed Model 3, and at the front it looked kind of different from the previous generation. I would say it is upgrade or continuation from the previous Model 3. So for the untrained eye, maybe you cannot find much of the differences, but for the Tesla drivers, you would tell. First of all is the headlight. I think this new generation headlight looks more determined, looks more mean, right? Compared with the previous generation, the previous model is more like, I would say, cute, very cute looking to me. And the bumper is more streamlined, very aerodynamic looking. Okay, and on the wheels, I kind of like the new aero cover, and especially it's also in black, goes pretty well with this vehicle. and the tire is made by Hankook. I think these are the default tires if you get this vehicle from Tesla, brand new. Okay, and on the left, yeah, pretty much similar and not much of difference if you look at it from the left or the right side of it. And on the rear, the back side, the Tesla logo has been replaced by a spell out Tesla, Tesla company name. Okay, pretty sleek from the back. And this is the rear light. It's also different. I think this is more also very modern looking, and looks pretty good at night. So you would tell the difference if the light is on immediately. I feel this is only what I feel. The car key to the Tesla vehicle sensor has been much more sensitive, so you don't need to put it very closely to enable to unlock the vehicle. So now I got the vehicle, and the first impression is that this vehicle feels much more premium in the way the door opens and closed, the thud sound of it, and also the seats, the leather of the seats and the support of the seats feel really much more premium than my older 2020 Model 3. And also the ambient lights around the interior of the car, now it is in the purple blue color, which is really beautiful. And I'm trying to get used to the turning signal here. There are no stalks on the two sides like 99% of the vehicles in the world that have, right? Now we need to learn to get used to using the buttons to make turning signals. And I think the buttons have sort of like a tactile response feeling, so it's not bad. And there is there's a bump here, so maybe as you are getting more accustomed to it, you don't need to look at the wheel to press the right turning signal, because there's a physical barrier, a small bump here to help you distinguish. And I'm driving in Taichung. Today is a Friday afternoon, so you see a lot of cars on the road. People are getting off from work, getting ready for the weekends, happy hours. So wow, we just need to go with the flow. And I also like the feel of the steering wheel. The leather feels much more premium, and the quality, I mean, there's a lot of design elements in here. Looks more low-key, I would say, and more technological feeling. Is that a word? But anyway, you know what I'm saying, more tech savvy, I would say. I'm making a left turn with the button turning signal. I made it. Awesome. I think there's one significant difference is the sound of the air conditioning. Since my old car doesn't have the ventilated seats, so you only hear the ventilation, the fan sounds from the front of the vehicle. And now this car comes with the ventilation seat. If you turn the ventilation on, the seat ventilation on, and you push it to level 3, and you will hear a noticeable fan noise. I was just wondering where that come from, then I realized it's the seats. And the AP is similar to my old car, but instead of using the stock, now you press on the button here to activate it, and the voice command is changed to a physical button here on the right side of the steering wheel, and the car is noticeably much quieter than my old Model 3. I think that's thanks to the better noise isolation, and especially from the bottom part of the vehicle, you hear much less tire noise as the tire hitting the ground. Less noise noticeably. And also I think there are the glasses on both sides, from the front end and the back seats. They are all double layered glasses. That does make a difference. Oh, I realized this is the button to enable the EAP. I think this indicates that I'm already in the EAP mode. We'll see. If I hit the turning signal to the left, what will the vehicle do? Oh, it changes lane automatically. Awesome. But it changed without any hesitation. Wow, this is my first time. Kind of shocking, but it is very responsive, I would say, and very determined. Whoa, that's a surprise. And here it says we are going to change lane because maybe we're going to the intersection. We'll see how the vehicle handles itself. Seems like it is not trying to take a right turn because we need to go to the right lane to exits from the right. Oh, okay, it is changing. It gives me the signal to change. Okay, then I need to apply some resistance to the right, so the vehicle will change lane. So the car asked for my permission and I said yes. Awesome, so far so good. We are having a little bit of traffic jam here. There seems to be some kind of the accidents in here. Okay, so basically the vehicle now is driving on its own, and I'm only putting my hands on the wheel and my eyes in front for safety, which is great. So we need to use the autopilot or enhanced autopilot responsibly. I know the Tesla system is pretty good, pretty reliable most of the time, but we need to be responsible for other drivers, for other users over the road too. I think I need to intervene here because on the right lane there is a lot of cars lining up to exit here. And I also like the small indicator here on the both side of the vehicle next to the side window. This is the indicator that there is a car, there is an object or car coming in. I think this is called the blind spot indicator. I think we need to take the right lane to exit from here. Let's see if the car is smart enough, and after that we need to take the left lane to heading to Nantou. We see if it is working. I've watched some videos with EAP in Taiwan, and they missed a couple of the exits. I don't know if this is going to happen to me, but we just cross our fingers. Okay, so far so good. The vehicle is taking the left one. Okay. Oh, here I need to interrupt because the car thinks, because there is some area where there's no right side of the line, and the vehicle thinks that is the correct way to go, but actually no, we need to maintain and keep to the left. So I interrupted. Okay, so that's fail number one, and now I reactivate EAP again, so see if the vehicle will keep to the left lane. Okay, I think it doesn't have any other choice. I don't know if it is just mental. I think the air conditioning is much more cooler than my old version. because I'm setting the lowest degree possible, and the fan is turning only on level 1. Oh, I guess maybe it's because the ventilated seats will make you feel physically and noticeably much cooler, because you are not only ventilated at the front, your back, there's also cool air coming from the back of your body and also your ass. Okay, it is trying to make a left turn, but there is a truck coming up from the back. Okay, the truck slows down. Okay, good. It is observing what is around the vehicle, which is great. Okay, and we've merged. We're going to merge into the main traffic. Let's see how the vehicle performs. Okay, it's making a left turn. Great. And it is trying to keep to the lane on the right. And there's a very slow moving truck in front of me. Okay, it asked me if I give it permission to turn left. Okay, I did. And then it made the left turn. Great. Okay, so far so good. The speed limit here is 110. Okay, I think there's a lot of less nagging in EAP. Unlike AP, right? In AP mode, the vehicle will always nag you to rock the steering wheel from time to time. But still, you need to pay attention and put your hands on the wheel, of course. And I think the sun is setting, so you can see the ambient lights kind of darkened. It was a little bit bright purple blue, and now it becomes really dark. Is it turned off? I don't know, but I think it is trying not to distract you, not to blind you. As we enter the night, the lights is more dim. That's attention to details. Great. And we are approaching around 100 kilometers per hour, and the car is noticeably quieter, especially in higher speed. Not very dramatic, but you can tell the differences. Particularly, you will still see some of the lower frequencies of the tire hitting the ground, but there is a low, mid, or middle frequency of noise, kind of dimmed. They become more distant compared with my old Model 3, which is great. And maybe they will make having conversation with your passenger, with your family, or with your friend as you're driving faster, I will be making the conversation more pleasant, more easy to hear what people are saying. That's a plus. Yeah, generally I like EAP because there's a lot less nagging. That is great. Well, so far I have been driving this vehicle for around 30 minutes. All I can say is it is performing quite well, and it feels much more premium, even though the changing intersection functionality doesn't work all the time, especially in Taiwan. I've heard multiple cases, but still this car drives much premium, much better, and feels like more of like a luxury car. And again, you see the wiper activates for no reason. There's no raining anything. There's nothing, not a drop of rainwater. I think this is still similar, the same trouble, it's the same problem that is not fixed. I'm going to turn it off. Okay, now I'm gonna try the auto park. Yesterday I tried and it worked twice, and somehow later I want to try again. The system doesn't show the parking spaces that the vehicle wasn't able to identify them. So I'm gonna give you another try right now, see if it's working. So right now on the screen we see this Park P icon here. So you would press it and then you would tap and here it says the auto park is ready to be initiated. So give it a try. Wow, that's fast. Okay. So far so good. It is parking itself. And I think this is not a difficult spot to park because there are no vehicles around me. So it should be an easy task. Okay. Okay. It's already finished. Then, but you forgot to turn off the lights. Okay. Somehow, I seem to have. Okay, let's go. Let's see how it parked. Somehow on the left, the front wheel and the rear left wheel is on the line. Okay, maybe this vehicle needs a little bit more practice. On the right is fine, but I would say it is not perfectly aligned. Okay.